Hey, welcome to The Conversation. You're listening to Andy Mason, and this is authentic conversations around the messy intersection of faith, family, and business. And I'm sitting here in Havelock North, New Zealand, with parents-in-law, and we've been here for a week with my wife. First time back in 6 years. So for those of you with kids, you'll get that, and those of you who have parents, you'll also get that, particularly over the last few years. It's been a great time reconnecting. But what it's also been is the first time back into the country in 6 years. So I get to drive back down through the places where I was a business consultant, where I was a relationship manager with a big bank. I get to see the farms where I was working with the owners. And I point out to my wife, yeah, remember that there? And we got to go down the streets of where we used to live. I haven't seen those houses, but it brings back so many memories. Not only that, but I also remember some of my thinking, some of the things I used to challenge, that would challenge me, the difficulties and the perspective. And then I get to reflect on that compared to today and what I get to do and the places I've been and the people I've got to meet. And it's overwhelming gratitude is probably the key that it comes down to. And so there's a couple of things I want for you today. This is a quick podcast. Is number one, the high school that I went to in Fielding, New Zealand, had a motto, and the motto was in the native New Zealand language, Maori, and it's kia kaha, kia Ngakaunui. And that means be brave, have courage. In other words, be strong and courageous. There is something about stepping into who God has called you to be that requires strength and courage. Jesus has paid the full price. There are no excuses. There is nothing holding us back, but it takes courage and boldness to step into it and occupy. So I've been reflecting and reading on Psalm 61, which says, "You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name." That literally, I'm standing on the shoulders of people around me. I got to meet with my uncle and aunt yesterday, and another uncle and aunt the day before, and remember the conversations that I'd had with them that helped set me on the course for some of the decisions that I made, the good ones. How they hosted me and the conversations that we had that mentored and guided me into some of the steps. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name, the wisdom that I've received, the momentum that I've received, the legacy that I've received from my parents, the work ethic, the love for Jesus. It makes me sit in that and remember that. And then Joshua 1, and here's paraphrased. Moses, my servant, is dead, so there's a change in leadership. The previous leadership is gone. Now it's you. The time has come for you to lead. Wherever you set your foot, you'll be on land I've given you. I'll be with you as I was with Moses. I will not fail or abandon you. Only be strong and courageous, for you are the one who will lead these people to possess all the land I swore to their ancestors. Be careful to obey all the instructions Moses gave you. Do not deviate from them, turning either to the left or to the right. Then you will be successful in everything you do. Study this book of instruction continually. Meditate on it day and night, so you will be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then will you prosper and succeed in all you do. What's the point? God's saying to you, it's time for you to take a hold of everything He's given you. It's actually not about you. It's about dividing an inheritance, passing on something, being part of the momentum for your children's children's children. And it's up to you to step up. Only be strong and courageous. Don't turn to the left or the right. You will have opportunity to, but you need to step up and be strong and courageous. Kia kaha, kia Ngakaunui. And I reflect on this and the decisions that we made to follow the voice of God that landed us in Northern California and then moved us from Northern California to Pennsylvania. And the greatest success key has been following the voice of God, listening to his voice, understanding that, growing in that, not doing it perfectly, but stepping up and having the courage, being brave and having courage to step and continually follow. So here's what I'm going to do for you is what we did through the last couple of years is take the last couple of decades of following the voice of God is what do you do? How do you do it? What happens when it doesn't make sense? What happens when your spouse is not on the same page? How do you do this with others? What do you do when what you heard doesn't unfold? It doesn't happen like you expect. All of those real practical things. And we turned into a course called Hey God, What Now? It's how to hear God for practical decisions that you need to make daily. Here's the thing. This month, we're all about generosity. It's just an intentional changing the narrative. So as a part of that, until the end of the month, you can grab a hold of this. You can jump onto heygodwhatnow.com and you get $90 off. It's $97 without that. So you get pretty much almost for free. I want it to cost you something because it should do, otherwise you will not value it. So it's a small price, and the code to access that discount is Thankful1. That is Thankful1, THANKFUL, and the number 1. You'll access that. It'll drop it from $97 down to $7 because I want you to kia kaha, kia Ngakaunui. I want you to be equipped with hearing the voice of God so that you make those decisions and you get to step in and see an inheritance for your children's children's children as you make your way prosperous. How do you do that? By listening to his voice, following his voice, and not deviating from the left to the left or the right from what he is saying. So I bless you in that. Again, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate. Andy@heaveninbusiness.com, or you can find out a ton more resources on heaveninbusiness.com. Have a great week.